Previously on Levi Trumbull.
I ran a red light? Is that why I'm being pulled over?
Yes. All right, I'm gonna have you step out on field sobriety real quick. Make sure you're sober, good to drive.
Well, I'm not going to perform my field sobriety, but I will step out of the vehicle. I don't have a problem with that.
Why won't you perform field sobriety?
Why would I? You think that I'm DUI right now? This is insanity. I can't wait till you take me into Frederick County Sheriff's Office and you take me in, and then I blow on your...
I got one tonight.
I blow on your... I'm going to blow on your actual test, and it will be completely sober, sir.
I'm like, okay, step out of the car and do field sobriety. I'm not performing any tests. 1095. So that's where you are now. He's like, I'm gonna blow straight zeros. Okay. I don't give a fuck.
Keep going, 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 keep going. Keep going, right, yourself. Have you signed this real quick?
Oh, what is this one right here?
This just says you have 0.00 alcohol in your system. So there's no alcohol in your system. That's all this machine was reading for is alcohol.
I already knew that.
Alcohol? We have to do a test.
I know, that's fine.
So sign the bottom for me. It says you're receiving your copy of that paper.
All right, so make sure you take this to the reason that I stopped you. All right.
I understand that, officer.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sean Porter. I'm here today with Levi Trumbull. We are at the Frederick County Courthouse. The reason for our broadcast, the reason for this video, the reason why we are here
Is breaking news, right?
Well, yes, it's breaking news. To some, everyone in the courtroom got a preview of exactly what's going on and what we're going to talk about. Essentially, what happened here is young Levi Trumbull went to court. He went to court for tickets that he got as part of that March 29th DUI arrest where he blew 0.000 and was arrested for no reason, had his car impounded. But today was his big day to face the charge of unable to present his driver's license upon demand and running a red light.
What happened in court today?
Well, let me put it to you this way. My man walks up, the judge is like, "Where the deputy at?" And then, no deputy, no case. He walks out of there.
Yeah, guys, he just said it right there. Long story short, I was found not guilty. Both tickets were dismissed today due to the fact that Deputy Roush, my arresting officer, did not appear in court to testify. It was very quick. I walked up to the defendant's table. I said who I was for the record. Deputy Roush was nowhere in the court. It was a very packed court, plenty of deputies there, but no Deputy Roush. And immediately, I didn't have to say anything else. Judge Terry Meyers knew the ordeal. He dismissed the tickets automatically, and they are in the process of being, I guess, the paperwork right now to dismiss those things, getting them off my record. I will not be paying any fines, and I always asserted that I never did anything anyway. But even if he didn't, even if he wasn't the no-show today, I was ready to take him on.
Now, Levi, can you tell us exactly what was going on with these citations that caused us to take this to trial?
So yes, as he just mentioned, on March 29th, after the DUI arrest, the one where I blew 0.00, Deputy Roush had nothing to charge me for. There was no evidence of alcohol. There was no evidence of drug use. So at that point, when I was on my way out of the Frederick County Sheriff's Office, he handed me a citation charging me with running a red light and for not displaying my driver's license. So there was a lot of things that I wanted to say about this matter for a long time. If you will notice, the last time Sean did a story and he interviewed me, I did not get into the depths of the fact that I was charged with 2 traffic citations. And the reason I didn't want to do it is I wanted to save my statements for court. And one of the things that was unbelievable when you talk about the fact that he issued me 2 citations along with the false DUI arrest was the fact that the time on the traffic citations was incorrect. The traffic stop occurred at roughly 9:40 p.m. On the traffic citations, Deputy Roush listed 11:02 p.m. That seems to be a violation time that he made up out of thin air, and it was the incorrect time. So we were going to dispute that today. But that's not even the kicker, Sean. The big kicker was that Deputy Roush wrote the wrong location, do not forget this, the wrong violation location for my traffic citation. So he claimed on my ticket that I ran the red light at the 355 Grove Road intersection. However, When he pulled me over on the scene, he indicated that I ran the light at Lowe's Lane instead. And he wrote the Lowe's Lane intersection on the police incident report as well. So there was some unbelievable inconsistencies that I was going to point out today. But beyond that, Sean, as you know, I have always asserted I never ran any red light, period, and that the whole stop was unlawful. A lot of people are asking about, was there dash cam footage? Well, I requested it. I put in a preservation notice for it, and I did not receive it. So if you want to talk about spoliation of evidence, there was that too. But guys, Deputy Roush, after he conducted a false DUI arrest on me, he wrote me 2 traffic citations with an incorrect time and an incorrect location, and that was all going to be brought out today. We had plenty of exhibits and plenty of notes, plenty of questions, some wonderful questions that we were going to ask Deputy Roush today.
It was a pleasure to be here today. Judge Terry Meyers always runs a good courtroom. He was fair. He was making a lot of jokes. It was a pleasant experience for all the people that went before him. He was harsh when he needed to be. He was lenient when he needed to be. And then it came to the matter of Levi Trumbull. Levi Trumbull was called. Levi ran up so quick, I swear his shoes almost caught on fire. He had his little clipboard. He had all sorts of papers. He had 20 pages or so of notes. He had all the evidence it would take to prove that this Deputy Roush had lied on his citations. Levi, can you tell us more about what lies were contained in those ridiculous citations?
The light at Lowe's Lane, which is the one that he verbally said at the time of the stop, that one is located in 21703. The Grove Road intersection, the one he listed, is located in 21704. They're roughly 7/10 of a mile away from each other. They're very far away. I don't know, I guess he pulled that out of his hat. One of the questions we were going to ask him was, isn't it true that I pulled into the Tate dealership? Yes, and isn't it true that the Tate dealership is located before the Grove Road intersection? And it is. And we had a picture to establish that today in court.
So anyway, the guy made up a reason to stop him, falsified paperwork, lied, arrested a guy for no reason, trashed his car, towed his car, cost him a bunch of money. Let's talk about the one thing you brought up earlier we need to touch base on. The rule on spoliation is if you send a preservation letter and you tell a custodian of records at the sheriff's office, do not delete the dash cam, I'm going to rely upon it in court. And then they send you a letter saying, we don't have the dash cam of you running the red light. We don't have any of that evidence. Sorry. The rule on spoliation is you can assume, and the judge can take judicial note, that it obviously was beneficial to the person that requested that particular evidence be preserved. So, long story short, the rule on spoliation would have costed for this guy right off the bat. The fact that it was the wrong time and the wrong location obviously would as well. And the fact that he has a reputation for lying and making false claims like he's drunk and then blowing 0.00 would have went a long way to showing the credibility of this particular officer's dog shit.
Okay, so Sean, I want to show a few exhibits here that would have been presented had in the case got dismissed today and if Officer Roush would have showed up. So this is Exhibit 2. This is the time he claims that I ran the red light. At 11:02 p.m., I was sitting inside of a holding center outside the Frederick County Sheriff's Office. This is 11:02 p.m. This allegedly is a photograph of me running a red light.
Yeah.
So go ahead and hold that. And then obviously...
What's up now, Roush?
So hold these right here. Actually, hold one second. This is exhibit number 5. This is a photograph of the light at Grove Road. This is apparently the one that he wrote on the citation, but this is contradictory to the one that he verbalized. So I was going to ask him today, is this the red light that I ran? And he would have had to either say yes or no. He would have been screwed either way. That's a picture of the light at Grove Road. I never was on Grove Road that night. And actually, and hopefully you can see it, and we'll put them up on screen if you can't, but I pulled over, like I said earlier, at the Tate dealership, and the Tate dealership is before Grove Road. So as you can see, this is where the vehicle stopped right here, and this is the Grove Road light that's ahead of the Tate dealership. So I never made it to Grove Road that night, and that would have come up. And then we also had a nice photograph map that shows that the location between Lowe's Lane and Grove Road is roughly 0.6 of a mile away. So he would have had some hard explaining to do on that. And then we also had a copy of the Frederick County Sheriff's Office incident report where he writes, this is his words, that Levi Trumbull approached the solid red light at Lowe's Lane, slowed down, and then proceeded through the light. Well, that says Lowe's Lane. I understand that that's his writing, but he wrote Grove Road on the ticket, and he got the wrong time as well. Sean, how do you think he would have fared today had he showed up and fought this case?
Well, I think that Terry Meyers would have been very polite and delicate, because Terry Meyers is just a great man. But he would have handed ridiculous Roush, or wrong zip code Roush if you prefer, his literal ass on a platter for what he did to this innocent young man here. It's shocking that this took place in Frederick County, especially since we have such a great sheriff, Sheriff Chuck Jenkins, a man who I am supporting in the primary.
Yeah, Sheriff Chuck Jenkins, a good man, done a lot for the county. Obviously, he's our 5-term elected sheriff. All right, guys, and with that, that is today's breaking news. I have been wanting to speak about this situation for some time now. There was a lot of discussion online about, oh, but he ran the red light, he did this, he did that. No, I did not. But guys, on the grand scheme of things, this is about standing up for what is right. This is about ensuring that this does not happen again to others in the future. That is my main objective. What happened to me on March 29th, you hear stories about this all the time. I never want to see it happen to anyone, regardless of where they live. All over the country, things like this happen, and they should not happen. And today, obviously, we had a very favorable outcome, but that does not happen for a lot of people. A lot of people are innocent, and they just get ran through the system, and we see this all too often. So with that, guys, like I said, today's breaking news, both tickets have been dismissed. Deputy Christian Roush was a no-show in court today, and Mr. Levi Trumbull was fully exonerated, both tickets dismissed. And finally, I know that a lot of you guys have questions about what's coming next. We will continuously keep you guys updated. There is more to come. You might be able to guess correctly what that something is, but there are more things coming down the line. So as updates happen, we will keep the community and the audience abreast of what is happening. So, Sean, any final thoughts?
I think everyone watching at home should realize that this happens every day in America. Police lie their ass off. I've had police lie under oath, lie on the stand, lie in their police reports against me. It happens every single day. Thank God for the body camera in this particular instance. It proved absolutely everything Levi said about the case to be true, and it proved that Deputy Ridiculous Wrong Zip Code Roush is a liar.
And one more thing before we go, guys, I just want to notate for the record that I believe that Deputy Roush's interaction with me is an outlier as it relates to the Frederick County Sheriff's Office, and I think that this interaction does not represent the agency as a whole. So I just want to notate that final thought as we close out here. And with that, guys, we'll catch you soon.